You're fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Do you guys hear me at least? If they hear me, then I figured it out. uh, you. I hope you can hear me. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Wiley says we're good.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. No. It's fun times. All right.
Yeah, I can hear the stream too.
Okay.
Stream is
Cool. Thank you for your patience, everyone. So, all right. Welcome back after our. Yes, I am quite giggly. I am a giggly bitch, by nature. All right. So we did a quick recap on my channel, but if somebody else would like to jump in and recap what happened last time, I will not say no, or I will just ramble like I did last time.
Last time
Yeah, sorry.
we
go ahead.
finished with Kelly going to meet the
lady.
whose name I can't remember.
Literally the lady.
It was the lady.
Oh, cool.
She
Oh,
was
cool. I
the
thought it
lady.
had maybe a. I think I was thinking along the lines of Harry Potter. I was like the gray lady, but no.
Nope, she's
the lady. Okay.
well, she's. You can tell she's a Genesee.
Yeah, right.
So-
I did meet her. Right.
Yeah.
A genocide, whatever you want to call
However
it.
you want to pronounce it. Yeah, she's one of those.
Fun.
So, like, the dark ashy skin and the fire hair and
Yeah.
the
That's-
awesomeness.
That's where I remember we left off. Anyone else
Yes.
have anything they want to add?
Well, we went to
there were
go save a dragon. Yeah, we went to go save a dragon. One was dead. The one was fighting off a bunch of idiots. We killed the idiots, or at least knocked them out, and dragged them with us to the bar. After we talked to the dragon, and he gave us his firstborn son and sent us on a mission to warn the other dragons. Or
and
firstborn
Howard
child.
is apparently the one guarding the people.
No, not
Yeah.
exclusively.
Yeah.
There's some people and
for a while, yeah.
regarding them.
My performance is done now, though, so if we need to tag team, I don't mind.
Tag team the
Well, I'm
watching.
just thinking, Halberd's a very old man, and while he's kind of an awesome old man, he is still just an old man.
He is an old
Yeah.
man.
Well, we gotta just use him for something. I mean,
Yeah,
Wields the old man.
I mean, he complains a lot. You know, he can.
Yes, but he's useful.
yeah, he's useful for watching passed out people, so stop complaining, jeez.
We are having a good time. Alright. So, and then I think Uno's character was doing something also, but I think it was more of like just casual hanging out more than an actual active
Yeah.
Yeah,
thing.
I think for the most part, him and I were at the bar getting drinks while I'd performed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did I put that? Okay. So
I didn't
Kelly
write what Uno said, so.
Yes.
is meeting the lady, has met
Yes.
the lady. The lady is taking Kelly to the back room.
Cool.
And you can see it's very much like a lavish bedroom. There's lots of silks and fabrics hanging from the ceiling, draping across things. There's what looks like it could be like a giant nest of blankets and pillows on the floor. There's drinks on a table ready to be poured and shared. And as she beckons you further in, she's just kind of like, I heard you wanted to speak with me.
Yeah. I have a feeling you might think I want to talk to you about something that's not what I want to talk to you about.
That's fine.
I was told you might know something about any sort of powerful necromancers in the area.
She immediately pauses and like going to like pour a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, necromancer, you say?
Yeah, I've got this fun shadow. You know, just a new friend who's been following me around, desperate for my attention. And some people told me that like the shadow might kill me, and I'm really not cool with that.
Oh, okay. She instead
I
of
know
pouring,
this is serious. I'm sorry.
you're fine. You're fine.
So it's fine.
Instead of pouring the drink, she just kind of sits in one of the chairs, and she's like, "I have a seat. You're gonna need to sit down."
Yeah, Kelly says.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And she kind of like leans back in her chair, kind of reclines,
Yeah, Kelly does the same.
and like crosses her.
Probably like more.
Yeah.
Just like impressed. Like I
Yeah.
can do that too.
Yeah. Like, how long have you noticed this figure following you?
It's been a couple sessions, so forgive me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But it's been like half a day, right?
It's been about a day
We're in
and
the
a half,
market.
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay, it's
'Cause-
been yeah, it's been about a day or so.
Yeah, I would say because technically, I think it's been technically at least 2 sleeps. So
I don't think it's been 2 sleeps.
No,
No.
because yeah, the city was getting attacked.
mhm.
We fought
I
the
don't think we
guys,
slept
and then
at
we
all.
heard the dragon.
Well, didn't you guys sleep before you guys had your free day?
Yeah, but I only
Yeah, but I
got
think the
I
shadow
only
can
got
happen.
the shade like halfway through the free day
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
been about one day
because
then.
it went with Kelly went out to the market. She felt like she was getting followed.
Mhm.
Then I ran into everybody else at the library.
Right.
After coming to this bar, we all got attacked. There was the dragon. Then we all came back here because we were like, we need to figure out the necromancer thing before we can move on to the dragon
Right.
thing.
So she's like, okay, that's pretty quick.
What do you mean?
Well, you haven't been in town long, have you?
No, it's like 2 days.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have seen you before now, whether or not you required my services before this point.
I mean, I was in this bar earlier, but I didn't
Yeah.
get to see them.
No. She kind of like takes a deep breath and she's like, so this is gonna seem really weird, but
Hit
have you
me. Hit me
happened
up with that.
upon a large amount of gold lately?
No.
I was right.
I never did get the chance to tell you all about that.
It was so right.
Yeah, meanwhile, Halbert's up in the room going, so he looks up. Oh, I should probably tell them about that gold before it's too late.
Anyway,
I'll
keep
get to
going.
it later.
Go with the explanation.
Kelly. Kelly. I'm thinking here because Kelly has, but I feel like with her past of being a pirate and being vastly rich, she's not going to think any of the gold we came across recently was all that much. She's going to be like, I feel like in her mind, we haven't come across a lot of gold lately.
No.
Like, I'm struggling because I know the right thing here is yes, but in her
Roll an
mind,
intelligence check.
huh?
Roll an intelligence check real quick. See if your character is smart enough to put it together.
Yeah.
No, just because I feel like this isn't even her being dumb. This is just her like life experience being like, no, we haven't come across a lot of gold. It's been like small amounts of gold. Okay, I'll just go with that. Hannah. She's like, well, we've found some gold, but like not like a lot of gold.
Only like 400 pieces.
That's not that. You're not here, but that's
I know,
not that
but
much.
I'm just reminding you what the amount is, if in case you want to drop the number.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She probably doesn't know because again, like my vision of Kelly's past is she was like a very successful pirate.
Mhm.
So this would be like she wouldn't even think of this amount of gold.
Right.
Like in previous years, she's been very poor, so this amount of gold is a lot to her. But also, like it also seems kind of old hat, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So the lady, it's kind of like, no, that doesn't match up then.
Well, I mean, it was some like, how's the gold relevant? Because if it can be like any amount of gold, then
It's are you asking that in character?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I need to come up with a better character voice.
You're fine. You're fine. Just
Okay.
clarifying.
Okay.
She's like, well, the necromancer that I am aware of has a penchant for cursing gold and letting things happen. So if you happened upon a certain quantity of gold, because he goes for the greedy, as you could say.
Mhm. I don't know anyone like that.
No? Oh,
No, okay. Sorry. Okay, Kelly's like cursed gold. I feel like we ran into some of that. Maybe.
she sits forward. She's like, oh, do any particular place, maybe? Because I do know that he was fond of placing them in caves.
It was in this fun goblin dungeon.
Yeah, that
Were
would
they
do
goblins?
it. It was kobold.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would do it.
Kobold. I'm sorry. It has been a while.
Ooh.
It's been a while. That was like second session, so like you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, kobolds. She's like, yeah, there was like this place with all these kobolds, and they were really nice. They really liked us. One of them almost danced with us. That was fun.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
So, what I would personally recommend is if you get rid of the gold, you get rid of the problem.
Get rid of the gold.
Yes, what he likes is Graham likes to curse large quantities of gold, and
His name is Graham,
G-R-A-M, Graham.
the evil necromancer who's trying to kill me is named Graham.
He's not trying to kill you personally. You
It
just
sure
happen
seems
to
like
be
it.
the one who got it.
His name is Graham. I can't do this. I cannot be killed by someone named Graham. That is the lamest possible name.
Would you prefer ounce?
Would you
Are you
prefer me to
doing-
change it?
No. This is fine. This is in character.
This is the greatest thing that's happened to me in so long.
Please tell me more about Graham. Tell me more about Grandma.
No.
Does he have a cousin named Ounces?
What he does is he curses large quantities of gold, and if you just have 1, 2, maybe 4 pieces, you're fine. It's when you get into the large quantities that you start to see the illusions, you start to have the bad reactions, that's when you start to
Yeah.
have the problems.
I find that's true of a lot of the gifting things.
Yeah, and so you get rid of the gold, you get rid of the problem. If you want to prevent other people
Okay.
from having the issue, I recommend you spread it about. Spend it here, put it here, things of that nature.
So we just gotta scatter the gold.
Yeah.
No way we could uncurse it.
You might be able to convince him if you find him, but
Where is he?
well, I haven't seen him for a while. He normally visits me at least once a week. She like turns in her chair and like looks over her numerous piles of things. And it's like, yeah, I haven't even received a favor from him lately. That's odd. And turns back and is like, do you want a drink? You're here.
Ah, yeah. Sure, I'll have a drink.
Okay. She pours a drink and lifts it up and is like, to your continued health, and takes a drink.
Yeah, and I lift it up and I nod at her, and then I turn to the shadow behind me and I nod at him, and then I take a swig of it.
Unseen, the shadow nods back like.
Fucking Graham.
Graham.
God, it's really good.
Um,
Alright. Are we switching scenes now, or is there anything
yeah,
else
we
you
can,
want
we
to
can
hear?
switch over.
Okay, because that seems like a good.
Let's see here. So, are you guys at the bar? Who's at the bar right now?
Kriv is definitely at the bar, getting relatively shwasted.
Shwasted.
Yeah.
Aid probably just finished performing and would
Okay.
probably join Kriv, though no one has seen Aid drink as far as I'm aware, as far as they're aware probably. So
Yeah.
Aid just sits at the bar and doesn't do anything.
I have a 1 drink limit.
Single drink limit. Okay.
That's why your name's Uno.
Yeah, Kriv's on like his maybe 5th or 6th or 10th shot of like ye olde fireball.
Ye olde fireball.
Ye olde.
Sorry. So, Kriv, you happened to hear a rumor about Aid while Aid was performing.
Oh no.
Oh, the rumors. Yes,
yeah.
excellent.
And, depending
I'm
on where
afraid.
you were sitting, Uno, how close you were, you may have heard it too.
Okay.
So, I might give you like a distorted version. Like, depending on like over the tavern.
Like telephone kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, he could roll like what depending on his passive perception, that could also
That's true.
affect it.
What is your passive perception?
Character sheet. Perception, it is 1.
Okay.
11, I guess.
Alright.
At the 11?
It's 11.
Your passive's 11.
Would be your wisdom, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I'll say you hear a majority of it. I'll send that to you guys at the end of the session.
Well,
Well, or
you could
hold
probably
up.
send it now
I can
because
send it now.
it might alter the course of events.
That's true. I need to hide things. I need to hide things. Hide. Shit.
Fine, no one saw that.
What?
I'm not looking at the thing.
At
so.
the stream.
It's fine, no one saw that.
Yeah. No one saw?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Okay. Let's see here. I gotta figure out which one. Okay. I need to whisper because I can't do it in Discord because if I switch the Discord thingy, then nobody will be able to see your sweet faces. So don't. No, this isn't gonna work.
You can /whisper in.
But it'll show up
Roll20.
on the stream.
So we won't pay attention, and we won't look at the backlogs.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I won't.
Mhm.
But
I promise
Well, as
no
long as
cheating
people
on my behalf.
remember that, let's see here.
know what? Not everybody knows. These
Yeah.
rumors are only for certain characters.
Okay. And to... Okay.
Alright.
Those have been sent. The rumor that has been heard was sent. Oh gosh, this music is like, because it's repeating often enough, it's throwing me off. I'm stopping the music. We'll just put like some random background thing. But yeah, so there's been, so you guys overhear some rumors. There's the people in the bar in the Bloody Arrow, as you guys know it to be called, are pretty chill. They're absorbed in their drink, they're absorbed in the people in their immediate vicinity.
As one would expect from patrons of the Bloody Arrow.
Right?
Yeah.
They're
Chillest
focused.
people in town.
They're kind of like occasionally you'll see one of them just kind of like morosely swirl their drink, just kind of like and then like do a
You
shot.
know,
and,
pet,
like,
pet a cat they have on their lap for some reason.
you know, they're just
Menacingly.
people are absorbed in their thoughts.
Yes.
You can see a couple people may look like they're bandaged up, like maybe they were hurt in that attack earlier in the town, but nobody. It's the you don't pay attention to me, I won't pay attention to you, and we're a-okay. The bartender is just kind of, you can tell he's bored. Everybody's kind of milking their drinks, other than Kriv.
Mhm.
Kriv's
I was
going
gonna say,
to town.
Kriv ain't.
Kriv's going to town. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, because we basically just brought the.
I'm just trying to fill blank space.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Just because, like, we had just brought the people back, and so I'm assuming most of us would know that they won't wake up for a while,
Yeah.
and we don't want to wake them up yet. So Aid's basically gonna just hang out with Kriv until, and I guess Uno, depending on where Uno's sitting.
Yeah.
I would join up.
Yeah. Basically just hanging out. Probably ask the bartender for water. As like feels the need to have something in her hands. But beyond that,
The only real drinker in the group is on guard duty.
Well, Kriv is drinking.
I'm sorry. I
Kriv
thought
could
I was.
outdrink you.
Kriv would destroy you, old man.
oh no.
Yeah, Kelly would too, for real.
Yeah. Kriv's just gonna lean over to Aid and be like, you know what I think we should do? I think we should go upstairs and kill those guys. Because I don't think they're gonna tell us nothing.
Aid,
That's a good plan, but you seem too drunk to pull it off.
I am stone cold sober, I'll have you know.
Uno doesn't look confident in that.
I'm like, I've been sober for 5 years. I even have the little chip to prove it. And then he does another shot.
Aid is going to just like pat Kriv on the shoulder and say, that might be a good idea, but it's never a good idea to just kill people while they're, you know, unconscious. So perhaps we should wait till tomorrow, when perhaps they'll be awake.
I don't follow your logic.
It's Aid is basically just like it's unhonorable to kill people when they're down or something like that. Trying to draw up like chivalry logic, but not actually knowing that logic herself outside of books. So it's having read something, understanding the basic concepts, but not necessarily how to apply it.
Legit.
Don't kick a man when he's down.
I just feel we're putting the totally not a baby dragon that we have in terrible danger.
I imagine.
And I'm a good
still on.
parent.
But where is the baby dragon right now, by the
The
way?
baby dragon would be in Aid's things, and Aid keeps those things close by. So
Okay.
with Aid.
So,
Yeah.
Kriv. Lovely Kriv.
Yes.
How loud did you say that?
Oh boy.
I mean, to Kriv, it was a whisper.
Oh no.
Should there be a stealth check at disadvantage?
Yeah, there should be a stealth check right about now.
Stealth check,
Disadvantage
stealth
'cause you're
check, stealth
hammered.
check. Alright.
So just a quick question: did we get a long
Oh
rest?
God, nobody heard a thing.
That's good.
At disadvantage, I'm a pro.
What was your question, Halbern?
I was asking: did we get a short rest or a long rest? How many spells does Halbern have now?
You
Yeah, I
guys
feel
are
like we
basically
might have
gotten a
to
short
use it.
rest at this point. Because you're
Alright,
just
so
sitting
then-
and you're kind of watching, you're not doing anything. You've basically, it's been about a short rest, I would say, at this point.
Okay.
Well, with that stealth check, I don't think I need to blow anything up yet.
No, you're fine.
So
You
can
wouldn't
we
even know.
roll hit dice if we want?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I don't need to do that because I never took any damage.
Isn't that fun for you?
Yeah, you're hiding behind giant people.
I
Giant
almost
woman.
died.
Halberd stepped up when he needed to.
And you took no damage. Oh, that's nice. Okay.
I'm
It's not
also
my
gonna
fault that the thing died immediately after I stepped
Okay.
up.
I'm good. 2 hit dice is fine for me.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
see here.
I like your plus D8 minus 1.
I know. It's great. I'm up to full though, so that's good.
Okay.
I only have 14 hit points at level 4. Why does that happen? Because I don't take the average. Here's the lesson for the people at home.
Yeah, take an average. People
Take
who
the
are new,
average.
take the average. Just save yourself the trouble and take the
If you have a
average.
minus to your con modifier, perhaps take the average.
Yeah, I have 16 health at level 4. Take the bloody average.
Yeah, do it.
I have 31 health. I took the
Hey.
average.
Yay! Examples.
I didn't take the average.
I.
Curse.
I'm not good. I'm not
You
good.
guys are fine. You're fine. Okay. So, all right. Nobody heard your conversation. There's no problem. You're allowed to continue onward.
Cool.
With you think that you're a good parent, and you don't want to put your child in that situation. I think is what was the last thing that Chris said.
Yep.
So.
Aid says that they should at least think on it a little bit more. Because Aid doesn't disagree with Kriv and is very clearly saying that, saying, I don't disagree. I think it's also a risk. But at the same time, perhaps they have, you know, not the archer guy, but perhaps the wizard has information, since the archer guy is hired by the wizard, who is hired by someone else.
Those are a lot of words you just said.
If you
But-
have to kill anybody, you should kill the person we already got information from. The archer.
Huh.
That's Aid's like short forming of that.
Okay.
Willy Wobbit is considering having some tea. You should have some tea.
Have some tea.
Tea's
Enjoy the game with tea.
Yes. Sit back, relax, and have some tea. I feel like we just had like a little mini ad break. So, alright. Halburn, what are you up to?
Well, you remember the last time we were here, I took the wizard's book from him, and it was in a language I don't understand?
Correct.
Would I at least understand what language it is? Can I roll an intelligence check to see if I could figure out the language?
You know what? Sure. I don't flip and remember what language it was.
Ooh, it doesn't matter. With a 9 intelligence check, I don't think Halvern figures it out anyway. So unless it's... let me see here. Primordial, he has no idea what it is.
That's fair. I can tell you it's not that.
Well, then Halvern's just sitting up in the room watching the unconscious people, thinking to himself, why didn't we turn these people into the gods? We could have maybe gotten a reward for this. Who knows, they might be wanted. I don't know. If nothing else, I feel like dragon hunting might be illegal. Why am I doing this? Why should I not be looking around?
I'm enjoying these thoughts, like this, this thought process.
I can keep going if you want me to.
No, it's okay.
That's
You don't
just
have
what's
to.
going on. He's just sitting up there, cross-legged in a chair, stroking his beard, just looking at the unconscious people, questioning all of this. That is it. That's all he's doing.
Okay. All right.
Sounds about right.
All right.
We have a comment saying the Halvern voice is amazing. So
Oh, I thank you very much. I actually wanted to be a voice actor for a little at one point. So,
It works. It works. All right.
I tried to copy Landon Tour from Team 4 Star sometimes, but it doesn't always work.
Got to do it your own way, dude.
Yeah.
So, okay, I just dropped a whole bunch of stuff on the ground. Fun times. Alright. So, Halvern's left the room. You guys are chilling at the tavern, debating killing some dudes.
Aid wants information and is
Yeah.
hoping that the dudes don't get killed. At least the wizard does not get killed.
Legit.
Meanwhile, Halberd wants gold.
Halvern wants gold.
Kriv just wants a hug.
Completely out of game and out of ideas. Kill. Like, not,
Yeah.
like, unrelated. Well, related but unrelated. Kelly, you could give the gold to Halvern.
Do I have the gold on me?
You have some.
Halberd has
Alright.
the rest of the shirt.
Each person who took gold was given 80 gold,
Yeah.
and
Out
I,
of
yeah,
the party.
I have it. I see it.
Yeah.
I believe that Kelly took Aid's share,
Yes.
which was another 80 gold.
Yes. Kelly took the most. Kriv,
I took
think Kriv,
160 gold.
Or most of Aid's share. So like the Aid share kind of got dispersed. I don't know who took it.
Oh no,
but there's
I
another
probably
80 gold.
did.
didn't
I
I
know I
give
probably
like a bunch of the gold to the mom and her kid who lost his shoe?
you did give
Yeah,
some gold to the
I
mom and the
did.
kid who lost the shoe.
Oh
Because
no.
I
But
only
you
had it
didn't
written
give
down
all-
here that I had 80
That's
gold.
not our problem anymore.
Okay, so maybe that's what we did. We gave the 80 gold to the mom and the kid.
I also spent some of it at a gift shop, so
Yeah, you did spend some of it. But yeah.
Just
Okay,
spread
so
this curse around.
back to it.
Yeah, back to Kelly. What's
Back to
going on?
Kelly. So, the lady is drinking her drink, and she's just kind of like, I am curious as to how you...
So you
What?
cut out.
What are your current... Like, why are you looking for him? Like, how far are you in your symptoms?
Well, there's been a dude appearing behind me who I'm working on becoming friends with. Doesn't seem to want to talk to me yet, but you know, we're getting there. Yeah, that's basically been it. Are there other symptoms?
Some people find difficulty in, completing their tasks, or finding themselves not succeeding in certain things when they normally would. Like, there was this archer man who used to work here, and he would go hunting for the meat that we would use here in the tavern, and once he happened upon some of the gold, he could not hit a single thing.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Sure.
If you know this necromancer so well and you know exactly how to stop this curse, why don't you save people from it?
I try and warn people, but who's going to believe? She kind of gestures.
I mean, some people seem to vouch for you since I got reference to you, like, immediately.
It's the people who actually listen to me in the first place, I bet.
I guess.
It's... And Graham's been really good of trying to keep it out of town. He normally puts it in places that overly adventurous, greedy people would go. So it's not really been a personal issue.
Yeah. So you're just, like, cool with him killing all those people, though?
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
The curse, if you don't hold on to a lot of the gold, it doesn't actually affect you the way you think it does. In
Then
small
how does it
quantities,
affect you?
in smaller quantities, it almost acts like a blessing. But too much of a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
So it's only once you have, I don't quite remember the amount. He hasn't really as I said, he hasn't been by, and I don't know if he's changed anything, because he likes to go on and on about the stuff that he's done and what things he's managed. For all I know, he could just be blowing smoke, really. But he likes to change the amounts. He likes to change, like, if certain people are affected more. I think he was really excited about that, was managing to figure it out by race, but then we got into an argument because I thought that was racist.
Yeah, seems like it.
But yeah, when it's, if you're seeing the hooded, like the shaded figure,
Yeah.
then you definitely have over the amount that he
Yep.
cursed.
Guess I gotta get rid of all this gold, huh?
If a big if, you are hesitant in any sort of way to get rid of it, I do have a proposal.
Alright. Hit me with it.
I need to find Graham. As I said, it's been a while, and I miss him dearly. And, well, if you were to say, she pours herself a large glass of the liquor you guys have been drinking. If you were to give me some of it, and, well, you, as I've said before, I know you're not from here, which means you probably will be leaving here again. I mean, knowing what you are and everything. Let me come with you.
So, to get this straight, your friend Graham cursed a bunch of gold so that if people had too much, they get cursed and die. But if they get rid of some of the gold by perhaps maybe paying you, then they won't be cursed anymore, and instead it's more like a blessing.
Well, not me exactly. My thought was, if you give it to me, then maybe he might know that I've been cursed. And they would come and visit.
Okay. Like, listen, this sounds like a con to me. This sounds like such a con. Like, I might die, but I'm prepared to die on this hill, you know? I don't get cons.
Legit. I can tell you very much that that is not my intention, and if that was his, I was not aware.
Insight check.
Yeah, I was about to say I'll roll an insight. Can I roll an insight check on that?
Go for it.
The metagaming
S23.
again.
So you can tell that she does want money, but she does not know whether that was his intention or not.
Cool. Does she, like, can I tell if, like, she actually wants to go meet him or anything?
Yeah, she's been, you can tell that she's actually kind of anxious to find him again. That he's probably been missing longer than she's told you.
Alright. Kelly's perspective on this is, like, she kind of wants to track down this dude, too. And she doesn't really mind taking along the lady, though she doesn't trust her one bit. But, like, she's kind of starting to get antsy of, like, I should talk to my friends about this before I decide anything, because this is a lot of information they don't know and can't weigh in on.
Kelly thinks of us as friends.
Oh,
Make it out.
Some of you.
Put it on the calendar.
Some of you, yeah. I mean, she's only known you guys for a couple days, honestly. And she's not exactly the fastest to trust, but she'll get there.
Kelly the pirate sailing the friendship.
Yeah, no, she, okay, she's like, so, what was the last thing said? I'll die on this hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly's like, listen, I want to go talk to my companions about this and discuss with them whether we're gonna let you come with us. But I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Keep an eye on your email.
What's an email? No.
3 to 4 business days, whatever.
Send a raven. Send a
Yeah.
pigeon.
So
Mhm.
if you do need to get a hold of me, and I happen to be busy with some of my clients, tell them you want to speak to Shad,
Okay.
and they will get the message to me immediately.
All right. I can do that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time.
How do you spell her name?
Shaad.
Cool.
Damn it.
How did you think it was?
I was missing an A.
Yeah.
That makes more sense though, to have 2 A's.
It's a tabletop
Alright.
game.
Kelly leaves the room then
Okay,
and takes her drink with her.
that's fair.
Yeah.
She doesn't comment on that.
Yeah, Kelly heads out to find the party at the bar and looks at them.
Except
Huh?
Halvern.
Yeah, except Halvern, of course. And what exactly is happening as Kelly walks out?
Kriv
Is there
looks
yet a bar
trash.
fight?
Huh?
Or at least Kriv is like sitting like kind of like leaning sideways, like he thinks this is straight, but like he has so much alcohol that he's actually just sideways.
Nothing
Um,
Kriv does is straight.
I apologize for my.
He
Oh god.
he is a bear. Let's be honest.
He is a bear. I love him
He's a
so
bear?
much.
It's probably like trying to persuade Kriv at of something.
Mhm.
Probably still talking about the same thing about, not killing. Unless Kriv has said anything else. Beyond, like, this is Kriv's intentions.
Kriv at this point is asking the bartender, "Hey, could I try and do a keg stand? I feel like that would be a really good idea. And people would bet on it, and it would be interesting."
The bartender's
Yeah.
just kind of like, we don't have room.
Bummer.
Yeah, but like you can see like the numerous empty glasses in front of Kriv that the bartender's trying to go through and clean. Like you can see the glass of water in front of Aid that actually hasn't been touched because Aid's been too busy talking to Kriv. Like, and Uno's just kind of like sitting at the bar, kind of just watching. From how I see it,
Yeah.
it's like he's just watching this happen, and it's just kind of like, okay.
Great. Okay. Kelly comes out and I want to say she walks out and like I don't know if you guys would greet her immediately, but like if she listens to some of your conversation about like when should we kill this guy, she's gonna be like, Jesus, I've never seen Aid this wasted. Like, wow, you're just talking nonsense right now, huh?
Aid is like very flustered because
Yeah.
she thinks that Kelly's being serious and is like very much like, I'm not drinking, I haven't had anything to drink, this is water, I haven't even touched the
Yeah,
water.
sure. Okay, I believe that.
Yeah, she's just getting more and more flustered.
Yeah,
Very
Kriv
much
is,
trying to defend her.
Kriv is just leaning over to Aid and like patting her face with his entire open palm and being like, shh, shh.
Yeah,
You're
thanks,
so
Chris. Thanks for
loud.
being the only same one. All right. Kelly's like, so I found out some stuff, but everyone here's pretty wasted, so maybe we should talk about it in the morning. I have no idea what time it is, by the way. Like,
It's like,
it must be pretty late by now. It's been a long day.
it's been a long day. You guys are edging on midnight, if not past midnight at this point.
Halberd might be asleep by now. I'm not certain.
Alright.
All right.
Hey.
Okay, I just asked if you guys want to talk about it in the morning, right?
Yes.
I'm good to talk about it now. About 10 drinks in is when I make my best decisions.
Oh, hey, same. But you know, like, are you gonna remember what I'm saying in the morning? Is my problem.
Maybe.
Maybelline.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't trust that.
I buy lots of my hair care products from him too. But
It's Maybelline.
Kelly's like, where's Halburn?
Upstairs, watching the Never mind. Watching our friends.
The
Friends.
friends.
Friends. You know, the sleeping friends.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of bad choices being made around here. I am just gonna head upstairs and go to bed.
Kriv is gonna put a hand on Kelly's shoulder. She's like, hey, you remember how you're, like, dying?
Yeah, I do remember that a lot of the time.
Well, that almost happened to me about 5 times today. So if you consider drinking my troubles away bad decisions, I don't know if we could be buddies, chum pal.
Okay, I have no problem with drinking your troubles away. Lord knows I've done that through the years. My problem is it's midnight and I want to sleep.
That is a fair assessment
I
of the
wake up
time.
early. I wake up early, excuse me.
Jeez. Cranky.
I'm dying! Leave me alone.
We're all dying. It's the human condition.
You're not even human!
You're not
Yeah, I think Halberd's the only human here.
No, Kelly's a human.
Kelly's human.
What do you mean I'm not human?
You're a bear, Kriv.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought you knew that, but
That's sound logic.
I have lots of sound logic. You know, fine, you can visit me. I'll sit and have a drink with you.
Yay!
Okay, yeah, so Kelly sits and orders a drink. Yeah, a drink,
Okay.
whatever.
Alright, you get a drink.
Also, she looks over at Aid's glass of water and is like, Jesus, you're just drinking straight vodka, huh?
It's not vodka!
It looks... yeah, sure, honey.
She just is like, pushes it over to Uno and puts her head down on the desk, on the table.
Aid's more hardcore than all of us. Crib, you and I have nothing. Nothing,
Chug it.
honestly.
I accept that challenge, and I order like an entire bottle of vodka.
Yeah, Kelly's like getting into the competitive spirit now. She's like, okay, I need to drink a lot to catch up with you, and she's like ordering.
Okay, so
I've never had alcohol in my life.
we're gonna do some rolls.
Yeah, I figured.
I think what we need to do is some Constitution throw.
Yeah.
Um,
Are these
Alright.
Constitution saves?
yeah, I think that's just the easiest way.
Boop boop doop.
Oh no!
Oh boy!
Oh Jesus! Okay.
Oh boy!
Oh gosh! All right.
Oh,
So
boy.
Lou.
You only thought you were gonna see the morning.
Thought
You know
it was
what?
gonna be a nice night.
Go ahead and roll again.
Alright. Boop boop doop.
Chat, we're in trouble.
Still not good.
Oh no.
Hangovers are about to be real.
Oh Jesus! Okay. All right, and one more time.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I believe I can fly.
Hey,
That was pretty
please,
good.
please do not provide any
Oh,
information
that's really
in the
good.
morning.
Okay.
Okay.
How did these get so much better each time we rolled them?
Don't know. Okay, so I'm going to let it fade to black.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
guys are gonna wake up in the morning. I assume there was an attempt of some kind of watch put on the guys in the bedroom.
I
But
think
Halberd.
Halberd might have just done
but
it.
Halburn and Uno and Aid probably figured that out while Kriv and Kelly were plastered out of their minds.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Can Halberd wake these two up? Please, can Halberd be the one to wake these two up?
Let's let
I-
Amber finish first.
We'll let Amber.
So, when you guys were drinking, you
Mhm.
both completely drank the bar out of their stores of vodka.
Oh no.
Yeah, are we gonna have to
Oh
pay
my.
for this, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I'm-
So you guys
like,
drank out the vodka.
Kelly's like flipping the fucking curse gold at the bar, like, take it.
Take it. Yeah, you guys drank out the vodka. You guys just barely managed to make it up to your room safely without falling down the stairs or like suffering some kind of like liver failure. Like, and in the process of all of it, you discover that you started a bar fight.
Yeah, that
There
sounds about right.
was some very unhappy people.
Sounds about right.
Kriv may have injured his ankle, one of his ankles.
No.
Oh no.
In the process, Kele, your shoulder, like your main arm shoulder, feels off.
Oh boy.
And you guys are missing a lot of money.
Ooh, how much?
At least 50 gold apiece.
I only had 10. How's that possible?
You are in
You know
debt
that
to
things
some very
things
bad
that were
people.
worth money are gone now. So
Oh.
you have like the bare essentials. Like somebody went through and actually went through your stuff and was like, "You owe me," and took what they could without leaving you without clothes or a way to defend yourself.
I don't have. Wait, so I
Aid
still
would
have my
also-
swords?
You still have your swords, but anything
Okay.
miscellaneous would have been taken
Duly
to pay
noted.
for it.
Jesus.
And you guys are somehow not suffering from hangovers. That's what that last roll is.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah, we do
nice.
this every night. We're used to it. You know. Casual.
Somehow not suffering from hangovers.
I think that aid would help to probably pay a little bit, but might have talked to one of the people, like saying, "Oh, you owe me these items," and maybe tried to make a deal so that Kriv could have kept a couple things.
Okay. All right.
But
Kelly was just yelling about curse gold and throwing gold at people all night. Actually, like during the bar fight, she was like, "You should get the curse. Fuck you." That kind of thing. So I'm gonna take off like another like 20 from my gold because I'm gonna say she was just like using them as weapons to throw at people.
Like improvised weapons. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So then,
She probably broke a window with one. I don't know.
yeah. So then, Kriv, you then still have, because you still have your short sword. You have your short swords and your chainmail. You did not have anything else?
I had like a backpack with some basic stuff.
Okay.
Oh, and I had my really tiny painting from the museum.
That was taken.
More.
No, my tiny painting!
Somebody took the tiny painting.
Oh.
Because
oh no.
you don't really have much else that they could have taken. So. Alright. It is morning in the Bloody Arrow. The three guys are awake and very unhappy, but they do recognize that they have no power at this point in time. The wizard doesn't have his arcane focus because that was taken from him.
Halburn has that.
Halburn has that.
And just also because they are unconscious, they technically didn't get the effects of a long rest.
Right.
Oh yeah, did we
so
have a long rest?
you
Yes.
guys had a long rest.
Okay,
Alright.
cool.
Aid would have made sure that Halberd was not waking you up before 8 hours. So Aid was
Oh,
probably
Halberd-
also downstairs periodically trying to help clean up because prestidigitation, it makes things clean. So
Halburn wouldn't wake them up before they should be awake. Just if they're not going to have a hangover, then what he was intending to do has no consequences.
Aid, what room was your character sleeping in?
Probably with Kelly, I imagine.
Okay.
I imagined like we split rooms in a certain way, so
Okay. Well, Kelly would have had the sleep of drunk people. Will you roll a perception check for me?
yep.
Dragons have been kidnapped.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh
you,
no!
Oh, boy.
You slept through and did not notice Selleck going for an exploration.
Oh no!
But
Oh my god.
Selleck returned before you awoke.
Okay, now I'm afraid, but Aid's not afraid. I'm
So
yeah. M is afraid.
M is
very afraid.
Yes.
Aid is like, oh, Selleck, good morning.
Selleck is very affectionate this morning.
Oh.
Like
Hey.
not just with you, but is like, oh hey, it's a Kelly, and like rummages around on like Kelly's person and
and this has never happened to Kelly before. She has not come in contact with the dragon before, and she's like, oh my god. I've
like,
only known you for 5 minutes, but if anything happened to you, I would kill everyone in this room.
I think at this point, Halbern's going to try and wrangle the entire group back together.
okay.
Yeah. So it's a fresh morning.
It's a fresh morning. You guys are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Bushy-tailed, as the saying goes. Yeah, the three guys are awake. They don't look happy. They're miserable. Selleck
If they try to say anything at all,
Mhm.
Halbern grabs the nearest thing and throws it.
Okay.
Every time.
Okay. And Selleck is just pleased as can be. Just is all excited because new area, new things, new stuff. Let's do this. Let's go. Ah!
I imagine Aid has called Selleck the Curious at certain points,
Mhm.
giving them a title, I guess.
Kelly calls Selleck the baby boy dragon who she loves. Does not call him Selleck, just baby boy.
Baby boy. Alright.
So, does anyone object to Halbern wrangling the group together?
Now go for it.
Alrighty then. So, before we do anything else, and he makes a broad gesture to the three people, what do we do with these three?
Kill
My
them.
personal vote? No, that's a waste of money. That's a waste of possible money. My vote is we turn them into the guard and see if they have some bounty on their heads that we can collect. Who
Oh, that's
knows?
actually
Maybe
pretty good.
saving the dragon from these mooks will net us some sort of reward.
Okay. I just remembered why that's actually not pretty good. So you know how I talked to the lady last night?
Yeah.
Turns out anyone in this area with a certain amount of gold gets the gold curse, because that's like what the necromancer did, and that's why the gold I had got cursed and why I got cursed. So if we get too much gold before we take care of the necromancer, we can get cursed. Hey, side note, I only have 10 gold left on my person. Am I, like, do I still see, like, the hooded figure when I turn around and stuff?
You don't notice him anymore if he's still there.
Cool.
Okay, see, now, as I understand it, curses are bad, but I also understand, and he turns out both of his pockets, and they are empty.
Yeah, well, suck
If
it up.
we're going... No, you don't get to say that, because if we're going to go on some grand adventure to help save some dragons, we need rations, we need bedrolls, we need healing potions.
Shut up.
Those all require
Shut
gold.
Shut up. We can get all that after we take care of the necromancer, because then we can have as much gold as we want, and we won't be cursed.
I
There's
still
just an
say-
order we have to do
Where's
things
the
in.
necromancer? Where's the necromancer? Let's grab a word with him.
Can
The
I just
lady
punch him in the face to make
Yeah.
him stop talking?
Okay, no, I think that's... You're allowed to, yes, but...
I punch both of you, like, I smack both of you upside the back of the head.
Why me?
Because you're arguing and it's very loud and you're upsetting the baby. And he gestures to the three guys.
Baby
Cedric,
was
are you upset by what we're saying?
Oh, you're muted, Amber.
He's kind of like perched on Uno's head and like looks up like what? Like
See,
it
he
is like
doesn't
what?
care. It's not bothering him.
Look, these guys have something to do with some dragon killing cult, and I don't think it's a wise idea to let them live. Especially
Alright.
since they know about Selleck.
Alright, are you going to be the one to stab them? Because that seems like a pretty bad thing to do.
I will gladly stab each of them.
I
You
want
know
to
what?
be talking
If you
to the
got
wizard
it-
through this.
If you got that kind of good relationship with your deity and your afterlife and all that, then by all means feel free to kill them. But I still say we're wasting a valuable opportunity to get some money out of it.
Kriv gets right up in his face, and in the deepest, scariest voice Kriv can manage,
Roll
says, "You
into
don't know how many people I've killed and what kind of blood's on my hands, boy."
Roll
into-
intimidation.
First off, hold on, Halbern's not going to be intimidated by that.
You got
Listen here.
roll.
We don't
He
know
got
if that's
20.
gonna happen.
You're right. Wisdom.
Roll.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, it's fine.
Can
Yeah. Halbern's going to reach up, put his finger on your nose, and push. Child, I've killed more people, I'm betting, than you even knew existed. Step
Hey.
back before you get yourself hurt by an expert.
I'm gonna bite his finger.
I start chanting fight. Fight, fight, fight,
Oh,
fight,
can I roll
fight,
an
fight.
investigation check?
So, Aid is going to cast thaumaturgy on herself, boom her voice, and say, "We have more important things to do," and then
Oh,
turn to the wizard and start talking to him.
Okay.
So thaumaturgy, basically, like, people will probably hear her in the rest of the bar.
Oh yeah, they
Um,
definitely
it's
heard.
very loud. And if anything, she might turn on the anger a little bit, because the arguing seems to be quite upsetting her.
Mhm.
But then she wants to go and talk to the wizard, and she actually acknowledges him as somebody she knows from
Yes.
academia.
Mhm.
Academia, the college. And says that, well, I see you're up to no good as usual. So what do you know
I know many things.
about the dragon? Who's hiring you? Why are you doing this? Why are you targeting dragons? Who are you targeting next?
A hooded figure. I got money. More dragons.
Hooded figure, you say?
Do I think that's
like
all? That's all he knows.
You can roll an insight.
I'm going to. Not that I have much of a bonus to that. Nope.
Now, hold on, the
You-
rest of us are standing there as well. Can we roll insight on him as well?
Sure.
Oh, cool.
Not that that'll help.
Halbern's got a 22 on his insight.
I got a 10. 4 plus 6.
Halberd knows people.
Halburn, you can tell that he may know more, but probably not enough to make it worthwhile.
Not enough to press it for.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
But then we have another, so there was 3 people that we got. The
Mhm.
archer had no information for us.
Right.
Wizard is not having any information of, as far as Aid's concerned, he's telling the truth and he knows nothing. And I'm like, well, that's why you haven't made it in the field of research. And then moves on to the fighter, and starts questioning him and saying, look, we want as much information as you have,
Mhm.
and perhaps things will go in your favor if you talk. She's very flustered, but has had enough. So she's clearly has no patience right now.
Gotcha. He admits that he has heard certain people talking about a ritual that the dragons are going to be used for. and that he offhandedly thinks it refers to some sort of like legend his ma used to tell him or something when he was growing up. But he didn't care because money is money, and as long as he got paid, he had no questions.
So basically, he only knows that there are rumors about a particular like link between ritual and dragons, but nothing more.
Yeah, it was like he explains it was like there was a meeting, like a gathering of people, and he happened to overhear during the gathering other people at the meeting talking about it.
Would I be able to roll an Arcana check to see if I recognize what kind of ritual he might be talking about?
Sure.
What Halvern does, he knows things.
He knows things. Let me pull it up actually really quick because I don't have that readily on my.
Oh God, Halvern is Peter Dinklage.
Oh God.
He's short, he drinks, and he knows things.
Yeah, but I doubt he gets as many women.
You don't know. He's 72. He might have, back when he was younger. Many years ago.
Many
So
years
many.
ago.
So many.
He was old before y'all were born.
Well,
I don't know. Different races have different ages and stuff. So like.
You don't know how old we are.
Very true, very true.
I could be like 103. You wouldn't know. Probably
I could
not.
be 6, and I've just never said it before because it's not written down.
I feel like we would have noticed.
That might have caught our attention.
No, I'm just real tall.
Nah.
No, I'm kidding.
Gosh darn it! Why isn't it pulling up? Anyway, you do recognize it as a type of Wait, what was the question again? I'm sorry, my brain just went 20 million directions.
If I would know anything about this ritual he was talking about.
You think it might be related to a type of like changeling ritual, like polymorph of some kind, but a permanent. But
sounds like they're talking about some sort of high-level polymorph spell. Maybe to turn someone into a dragon of some sort?
That sounds fun. I mean,
in
that.
the right hands it might be, but in the wrong hands you suddenly have an ancient dragon popping out of nowhere, ready to wreak havoc upon the world.
Yeah, that still sounds really rad,
Hey,
but
Uno.
also bad.
Until he comes to wreck your world.
Uno,
Yeah.
roll a history check.
Still pretty rad.
On it.
Can I was actually gonna ask, would this jog any more of Aid's memories in terms of like
History or religion?
Either. I'll let you pick.
Well,
Ooh, not a thing.
Wow.
I slept through that day in
You
class.
totally slept those out. Completely
You didn't
ignored
even
me.
sleep through. You skipped that day in class. You were out with your buddies doing keg stands in the park.
We don't do cake stands, we're too short.
No,
Gotta get
imagine
special
trying to
smaller
draw that.
cakes.
Smaller cakes.
You do kettle stands.
So, Aid, you wanted to roll a check?
Yeah, so I was wondering because I'd already had some knowledge about Kobold, Tiamat, and that sort of thing. So I just wanted to know if that would jog her memory about like the history that she knows. So
Yes, actually.
so I want to roll history,
Mm-hmm.
and I got 21.
Ooh,
Damn it.
nice.
Okay, yeah, you totally know. You know that you now know. Almost
I am
like
now remembering.
you're now remember, and you have like a 95% certainty that what
Nice.
they're trying to do is to turn, because you remember vaguely from things that you read when you were doing your research at the library, and references to different things. You are 95% certain that what they're trying to do is they're trying to turn somebody into Tiamat's chosen, destined mate and bring her down from like where she's sealed away.
Okay, as an aside, and I'm not kidding. I almost one-to-one thought that, but I was thinking like they're trying to turn someone into a vessel for Tiamat. So like they're trying to like bring her back, but I definitely thought that it was gonna be vessel, not mate. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
But 8 is like
95% certain. There's room for
Are you telling me
10%
they're lining up
here,
a Tiamat
there.
booty call?
yeah, basically a 10% give or take uncertainty. But that's definitely what you're thinking right now. Or what
yeah.
your brain is connected.
8 is like, so 8's just like kind of stands there and like her eyes kind of go wide, and she starts like kind of like doing what I do when I get excited, which is just like hand flapping and starts pacing the room, and is like thinking out
Aid?
loud.
Hey, darling, do you have something you wish to tell the class?
Oh yeah, no. I'm getting to it. So she's not really telling you. She's just connecting the dots out loud. So she brings you through this thought process of like, oh, polymorph spell. Why would they need to do that? Well, you know, the kobolds want to be dragons or something. Well, Tiamat. What about Tiamat? Oh my god. And then she stops in the middle of the room and goes, they're trying to do what Amber just said to us. I can't repeat it word for word now. They're basically trying to create an ideal mate. I'm iffy on that, but
Yeah.
they are trying to summon Tiamat
Oh,
with a polymorph spell. So they're going to turn somebody into a dragon. Yeah. So we gotta
crazy.
go. We gotta go.
Yeah, no, that's something to stop.
Oh no.
So can I kill these guys now or what?
Yeah, the dude who gave you the information that he did is just kind of like, can I go now?
I wish there was magic in this world that can make people like that I had access to that would make people forget, because I would love to be like, you know nothing now, and then let them go.
That's called hitting someone over the head real hard.
If they're dead.
Yes,
That's true.
that's
You know,
not
play
true.
the system.
There are spells that can bring them back to life. And there are spells that can question the dead.
So Aid says that she does not really like, it's up to you what you do with them at this point. She says she needs to go back to the Cobalt room because she needs to see if she's gotten a response yet for her letter. So what she's going to do is she is going to hold on, let me go over here. She is going to cast invisibility on herself.
Okay.
So I cast invisibility on myself. Grab Selleck off of Uno's head, tuck Selleck away. So Selleck is now concealed in a bag that is also invisible.
Okay.
And is going to say that she will meet you back here in like less than an hour. And it's going to go to the place. So if you want to kill them, Aid's not going to stop you because she has her mind very much focused on getting more information right now.
Halberd's gonna look at Kelly and say, there's one thing you need to remember about killing them. Clean up afterwards. If we turn them over to the city guard, it's not our problem anymore.
I really don't care at this point. Y'all can do what you want. Argue it out amongst yourselves.
Criv's already trying to strangle one of them to death.
Oh my god.
Halberd
Which would they-
throws his hands up in the air and leaves the room.
Alright. Yeah. No, Kelly doesn't care at this
I'm gonna
point.
party-
Like, she's like,
I'm gonna
whatever,
party with a
this
bunch
is
of
so much hassle. Let's just kill them.
So many sociopaths.
I don't know, I think Criv's just a sociopath.
He's a lovable sociopath.
Oh, he's got like
though. You
some
can quote
weird
that.
dual personality at the moment going on.
No,
Like-
he's some past stuff. Like,
Some trauma.
You know.
There's been some trauma.
Yeah.
So what do I have to roll to strangle these guys to death?
Strength tech.
I'd like to point out they're all tied up very well. I don't think there's going to be much.
Boop boop.
Okay.
So that's 1,
Yep.
To
Ranger
who?
first.
Mhm.
3.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Sweet.
Cool.
Halberd's not
Now
cleaning
you
that
just
up.
got strangled people in the room
Yeah,
that we
guys,
paid for.
steadily dying people, or dead people steadily turning cold in your room.
I leave
fun.
the room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
Yes.
It's the kind of place that you don't want to get spotted.
I'll be right back.
Some kind of cleaning person.
All right.
I guess-
I don't want to get.
Can
both.
I try and like pick them up?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna like pick them all up and just sort of walk down past the bar, just like, oh, some people have too much to drink, and just take them out of the bar to the outskirts of the city and dump them.
Hey, I need you to roll a
Persuasion?
I'm not
Stealth?
sure if it would be stealth or performance.
Well, she's trying to convince the people that these ones are just drunk, right?
Well, it's a matter of like, okay, well, how casual is Kriv taking them out? Like, like is Kriv
Sounds
carrying
like
them out
pretty
like
casual.
very obviously looking like I killed a man, I killed 3 men, or is it like, nah, everything's fine, it's cool, like don't worry about it, like,
Yeah, Crib's pretty casual about it, so I'd say performance, honestly.
okay.
Yeah.
There's like a couple people that are like, maybe, but like don't really care enough to like think anything of it. Like they see, but they don't care enough to like point it out. But
This is
people
why we
did
hang out
notice.
in the shady bars.
Exactly.
All right, so Ada's gone, Selleck is gone. Kriv just killed 3 dudes. We need like a Kriv kill counter because Kriv like killed a kobold by dancing and now just strangled 3 men. So,
No,
like,
Aid killed the kobold that with told
But no
dead.
one knows.
no
so
one
I
knows.
have
Kriv
to
thought
whisper-
Kriv killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Aid technically killed it with dissonant whispers,
Yeah,
which only the creature can hear.
yeah.
Mm.
So
But Kriv was holding on to the dude when he died.
Yeah.
And that's the
Um,
important part.
Mhm.
So did you guys just go down to like the common area of the Bloody Arrow, or
I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
gonna left the building.
like what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna chill out outside,
Left
like
the building.
across the street,
Yeah.
and try to look
I,
conspicuous.
That was just gonna go sit by the fire.
I'm gonna go to that woman's house of the son that we saved
Okay.
and warn her about the cursed gold.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure I told everyone about that by now, so.
Yeah. What part of it did you tell her? Like
just
the fact
spend it
that
as
the gold's
quickly.
cold, like cursed,
I
or
would
that
be-
she spent it, or
I'd be like, well, in large quantities, this gold can be very dangerous. So if you're gonna spend it, disperse it in small doses. I know that you're probably not great off and you need this gold, but you gotta be careful, for you and your son's sake.
she takes the like she kind of like nods along with what you said, and she's holding on to her son still, like she hasn't quite like gotten over the fact like he was flipping kidnapped.
And almost sacrificed.
Yeah, if he
Oh,
bothered to
wait.
tell her that.
No,
Probably.
we did not mention that part.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
did not mention that part. But like
Some
she was
things a mother
concerned,
doesn't
and
need.
like it's the whole like other kids disappeared and never came back. That could have been my boy. Oh my god. And she's like, yeah, we've been pretty frugal with our spending, but I haven't been holding on to it. Do you think I need to get rid of it all like right now?
Well, have you been noticing anything strange or possibly dangerous out of the corner of your eye?
No more than usual?
I kneel
Probably
down.
fine.
Yeah, I kneel down to the boy's height and I'm like, have you been seeing anything strange or unusual?
No, sir. I'm A-okay.
I'm gonna insight check the child.
Yeah.
Oh. This is one smooth operator, you guys.
This
Best
child has a
kid.
future.
Good job. No, it's pretty obvious, like, nah, nothing.
Well, if you start noticing anything weird, start experiencing any strains of particularly bad luck, I think you can safely blame the gold.
Will do.
So, just be careful, ma'am.
Alright,
And then
thank
he,
you.
like, just sort of nods his head and walks away.
Alright. And they just kind of, like, watch him leave, and then hurry back into their house, where it's safe. As far as they're aware, anyway. They live in a poor town, like, yeah.
They live in the slums.
It's a little bit of a slum.
80 golds is a lot of money for somebody who doesn't have anything. Or
Yeah.
whatever we gave them, like 40 or something.
Yeah, it's
No,
a lot
I
of
gave them-
money.
I gave them, like... I think I gave them all my gold. Except for, like, 10 gold that I had initially.
So, like 7 or 70 maybe? Who knows?
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot of
Yeah.
gold that if they were to do it right, it could probably last them a couple years.
Yep.
So it's a lot of money. So, okay. I need to roll a thing. Okay. Okay. So,
Some of us need to roll perception checks.
yeah.
Which ones?
Uno does. Uno's outside.
Okay.
He sees all.
Uno saw everything. Uno, you notice that there are a couple of people that are... I'm gonna use the word sketchy. Sketchier than usual. Or, like, out of place in the area that you are in. You're not quite sure if it's like their clothes are slightly different. You don't know if it's how they're carrying themselves. But you definitely feel like these people are up to no good.
Can I, like, pick one of them out or get a description of one of them?
Yeah, it's a big burly man, full beard, going bald.
All right.
Just, he's laden with some weapons, but he's not doing the casual, my hands on my weapon thing. They're just kind of there on his body. He's not really trying to draw attention to them, like some people do. Walks with, like, a swagger. You have the feeling like he would have that whole holier-than-thou attitude if you were to get into a debate with him.
Okay. Can I make an attempt to really casually, as though I was picking someone by random,
Uh-huh.
walk up to him and ask him if he knows where the nearest, like, place of worship is?
Performance check, I think.
Well,
would be the-
that would be deception.
Deception, yeah, that too. Oh, yeah,
Nice.
he doesn't think anything of it. Actually, let me move their map back to the actual town. I was so excited about the world map that I forgot to move it back to the actual town. Oh, hello, zoomed in on the north. So he, points out it's the big, I need to choose a color. We're gonna make holy stuff yellow, because why not? Um, this building.
Ooh.
Okay.
And he's just like, you can't miss it. It's really obvious.
So he seems like he's from around here then?
It seems more like it's a really obvious building.
Okay.
And so depending on which way he came in, it probably would have been one of the first things he saw. You guys, because the bar, the Bloody Arrow is that blue X.
Yeah.
You were probably like where that yellow mark is now.
Yeah. I ask him if he knows what denomination it is.
God damn it. Have to look up that stuff now.
Scientology.
Totally.
Oh god.
Be afraid.
Have you heard of
I'm
our
gonna
Lord
get
and
sued.
Savior? Really? That doesn't give me anything. He's like, I can't tell one god from another, honestly. They all don't either help or they don't.
Okay. I say, well, thanks anyways. Have a good day.
And he just kind of, like, you can kind of hear him mumble, like, don't tell me what to do. In the contrarian kind of way.
I'm just amused that, like, because of how well Uno did, it's like, the guy didn't even question why at Cobalt would be asking, where is the closest god place?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no questions whatsoever.
It's amazing.
Alright. I'm gonna walk in that direction and then return to loitering and watching.
Okay.
So get far enough away that he's not gonna think, weird that that dude just asked me a question and then stood next to me.
And, like, returned back to my side like nothing happened.
Cause yeah, that dude...
Why did the music stop?
Seems fine.
Are you...
There's
You don't sound like you believe that.
Should the rest of the party inside the
But there's
bar
a
be
number
aware
of,
these guys?
like... I want to see if he clears off.
He stands outside the Bloody Arrow.
That's suspicious. Why would you just loiter?
Um,
I'm suspicious. I'm loitering.
I'm suspicious. A couple of the people that were with him, like, to enter the Bloody Arrow. But nobody seems, like, upset. Halbert, who's in the bar? Like, actually, like, in the bar.
Kelly.
I am also in the bar.
Okay. Roll perception checks.
Cool.
Dice God, be merciful.
Okay.
Dice gods were very merciful.
Okay, Kelly, you don't really notice anything different. You just see a couple people enter, but they're fine. Halburn, you notice the guys enter, come into the bar, and one of them head towards the ladies' room.
Does he look like he should be going in there?
The bartender
No,
looks a little...
the lady, like the lady that was being interviewed last night?
Yes.
Oh. Sorry, you threw me off there for a minute.
Okay. Well, I don't know if Kelly shared
I
shared
thought
her
you were
name.
talking about the bathroom too.
Yeah, I don't know if Kelly shared her name or not. So you just, as of this moment, you just know her as the lady. So
Can I roll an insight check on this gentleman going in there to see if he's trouble?
yeah, go for it. Okay. You know he is up to no good.
Halburn's gonna get up, and he's gonna make his way over to Kelly, his friend here, and he's just gonna tap her on the shoulder and say, excuse me, don't look now, but I think we have some trouble.
Kelly immediately looks.
Could you be subtle about it?
I'll roll a performance check for how subtle I am about it.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I'm not.
You're like, it's the very, like, what?
Don't look now.
But, it's like, don't look now already has turned like investigate.
Like my entire body. I'm just like, oh, you mean those people? Like,
Halbert is just sitting there, his thumbs are hooked in his belt, and he's just staring at her, just like, really? Really?
What's your-
Okay. Does this provoke any type of reaction?
Yes, the guys at the bar turn and they're like, mind your own damn business. What's the matter with you?
Maybe you should mind your own business. People stare at other people. Pay attention to your drinks. Goddamn. And then she turns back to Halbert and is like, yeah, what about them? Like, still too loud. Like, they can definitely still hear her.
Halbert just staring at her, and then he just says, apparently, with subtlety all out the window, go check on the lady, I'll handle this ones.
No, for real. What the fuck you talking about?
A gentleman who just reeks of all sorts of trouble just entered the lady's room. You know, the lady that he was being talked to last night?
Yeah, cool. I'll go check that out. You sure
Yeah,
you good
do
with
that.
how many people are sitting at the bar?
There's two.
Kelly's like looking at them and she's like, okay.
Halbert's gonna pick up his staff that he took from the wizard yesterday. He's like,
Do they look like they're like about to attack us or something?
Nope, they're trying to look very casual at the bar. But they
Halbert's
haven't
gonna
ordered
pat her.
anything and the bartender is not acknowledging their existence.
Halbert's gonna pat her on the shoulder. He's like, trust me, I've got this. You don't live to be as old as I am if you don't know it and you've got things.
Well, Kelly's like, listen, why don't you not do anything to them and leave them unprovoked, and I'll go deal with the person. What?
That's the plan if I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, good. Great. Okay.
But
I
you know
trust
the
you with
lady and
that.
I don't.
I'll go talk to her, and Kelly starts to head for the ladies' room.
Okay.
Would Kriv have been able to return to the bar at this point?
I think at about this point in time, Kriv is returning back. It has probably another 10-15 minutes.
Alright.
To get to the other thing or to get back?
To get back. I'm gonna we'll hop over to you in a sec.
Yep. Just checking.
Yeah. And you know what? We'll hop over to you right now.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Hello.
I'm invincible.
You're visible.
Invisible.
Yes, you're invisible, and you're on your way. You went on your way to the Cobalt room to check your mail.
Yep, basically.
Yep. So, and you sent the Cobalt room is the purple one because I don't know why I made it purple, but it's
That makes sense.
But it's blue. The
It's
room
supposed to
itself
be
is
blue. The blue room in the blue. Blue. No.
But whatever.
Yeah, it's this. This is Cobalt room. I fixed it.
There we go.
And so you headed there. There wasn't roll. I feel like I should have you roll a stealth check to make sure you didn't like bump into people and like lose your concentration, but I don't know.
I mean, bumping into people wouldn't make me lose my concentration.
Okay.
Taking damage makes me have to roll concentration saves.
Okay.
Aid would be very careful, and I think based on her affiliation with being on the streets.
She would have been
Sorry.
okay.
What were you saying, Hazel?
I was just gonna say you could roll just like a stealth check.
Yeah.
See how good you were at avoiding people, or just like a dex save, like how good are your reflexes in avoiding people?
They're basically the same, and they're basically terrible.
So you make your way there, but you did bump into some people. Other things are like, some of the people going to and from places are just like, what the flip? Like,
Suddenly invisible person.
yeah.
Like, what was that? Nothing. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ghosts.
You go to the Crow's Feet,
Yeah.
and the bar is empty.
Oh no.
Viana isn't even standing at the bar.
Oh no.
Um,
I'm concerned.
there's a couple there's an overturned table here or there.
Oh, I'm more concerned.
And the door to the Cobalt room is kind of hanging on like a single hinge.
Okay. Aid's going to try to be extra careful
Hmm.
and go through while checking, like while doing a perception check of
Okay.
the room, listening for people. At first, and then I also want to do an investigation to see possibly how long it's been like this. So
Okay.
I'll do them in tangent.
Okay.
Perception.
All right.
That's not investigation. Hold
That
on.
is not investigation. I was like, what in
Well,
the world
that's
are you
worse.
intimidating? Trying to
I
intimidate
can
the
see
answers?
really well, but I
Uh,
can't investigate really well. Apparently,
yeah. So,
I have a +5 to investigation. This sucks.
you also had like a +5 to intimidate, and you.
That's just
Linda,
high
Linda.
charisma.
So like, you notice that it doesn't look like there's any blood or anybody who was actually injured. For the amount of damage that you see, you're actually surprised that it doesn't look like anybody was hurt. There's... In fact, you think that maybe somebody staged the destruction of the crow's feet.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Now, to get into back rooms like the Cobalt room and say like official rooms, so like kitchens,
Mhm.
offices, whatever,
Yeah.
are those locked?
The way into the Cobalt room was you were supposed to have to talk to Viana, and Viana would let you in.
Okay.
Viana recognized you guys enough that she never made it a big deal.
But would they be unlocked now is kind of my...
The kitchen's door is kind of like almost like a saloon door. You can kind of just like walk right through it.
Okay.
There wasn't any issue like that.
And no one's in there.
As far as you can tell, there's nobody else in the building.
Okay. But I can't get into the Cobalt room, is what you're saying.
Well, the Cobalt room has like a single door. Like, it's only hanging on a single hinge. If you were to push on it, you could probably get through.
That one's the one that...
Hello, dogs.
Hello, dog.
Dog caught me
One
off
moment.
guard. There's dogs now, apparently.
Yeah, Aid wants to go into the Cobalt room.
Okay.
Remaining invisible, is up to 1 hour.
Okay. Yeah, you're still good.
Yeah. So a person who's in the room would see that the door opens, but would not see what opens.
Open it. Correct.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in.
Okay. You open the door and you can see that this room has been utterly destroyed. Just tables are broken. There's the stash of alcohol that was just there for you guys and you guys alone.
I didn't know we had our own alcohol.
Yeah, it's like your own secret, it was supposed to be your own, mini speakeasy just for you guys.
And that's all smashed and...
all of those have either been, thrown on the ground and smashed, or, there's, glass shattered all over. Some of the... Let's see here. The decorations and, the chairs, have been ripped. There's been, and this one you can tell there was a fight in here.
Okay.
There was somebody in here. And you can tell that they're, I'm just going to continue your perception from the previous room. You can tell that there's at least a body's worth of blood that has like been spilled in this room. You don't see any bodies, but at least one person was seriously injured.
Okay. Is there a trail that leads away from the blood? Is there any sort of trail?
The blood actually kind of makes its way towards you in a way, like they were heading out,
But it doesn't pass the room?
but it doesn't pass the door. It's gone. After past the door, it's completely disappeared.
Which could, in theory, mean that they went through a portal, but it could also mean that other things. Okay. I want to, because I investigate the main room, but I want to investigate this room, see if there's anything. What I'm looking for is anything that might have been left for us in terms of a signal or a sign.
Okay.
So that's a bit better. I'm probably like, I'm just distraught, so I don't.
Yeah, you're a little
Not
emotional
thinking
right
clearly.
now. Because even though you guys haven't been there very long, you guys, you at least recognize this room as like it was supposed to be a safe place for you guys. Like this was supposed to be a haven for you guys to return to. And you do manage to find a note that was kind of like placed probably after the battle, after the fact, telling you that you recognize the handwriting as the handwriting from when you got the mysterious note calling you to the Cobalt Room. And it I don't have the exact phrasing. Why is my thing? And it mentions again that seaside town from before that the dragon had mentioned, I believe. No, the seaside town, the M1 that was like 2 days away, that was mentioned. God darn it. Why don't I?
That Kelly, I think, would recognize.
Yeah, the one that Kelly
Yeah.
knew.
I've been there a bunch of times.
It mentions that town and says that not to worry, Leon and Viana are fine. But someone came looking for the dragon hide.
Okay.
It's written in a way that you would understand, like it's trying not to directly reference it in case somebody else happens upon it, but somebody was looking for the dragon hide. Possibly used the battle from before as yet another distraction.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like kind of tucks the note away in a almost as if it's like an object of comfort, because the fact that there's a note here and the note says that these two people are fine makes her feel a little bit safer.
Okay.
But at this point, if there's nothing else that she can see or find, she's going to take off back to the
back to the Bloody Arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still invisible, basically gonna take like as much of that invisibility as possible, but like now is definitely going through side streets and avoiding traffic, but like going faster. It's not just like a casual walk back, but like sprinting where possible.
Okay. Aid, roll another perception check.
Okay. I'm not favored by the gods tonight, so
No, the dice gods are not pleased with you.
I don't know what I did.
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
It may have just
I
been
should
too
just-
long. So don't worry.
Oh no.
um,
She's just way too distraught
yeah.
to see anything. She's probably crying. Probably like, oh shit, shit's bad.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see here. We have. Let's see here. How long ago did we start? All right. We have about 10 more minutes. So we're gonna head back to the Bloody Arrow. Una was outside. Kriv was heading back. Aid's on her way back. Halburn is approaching the bar. And Kelly's heading,
Into the ladies' room.
yep, into Shad's room. The two guys standing at the bar are like, "Excuse me, it's private. What are you up? Like, what are you doing?" To Kelly as Kelly tries to get past them to go into the ladies' room.
Do you work here?
They just kind of like rude.
The moment
Do you work
they
here?
step in her
No.
way, Calburn casts grease behind them so that they're caught in it, but Kelly isn't.
I have to get past them, right?
Ah, crap, you're right. Never mind.
I'm like, as long as you don't injure turn in the grease, you're fine.
No, hang
Yeah,
on.
as long as you don't.
Can I just
well,
like, what do they say when I say like, do you work here?
No.
Then you can't tell me what to do. Get out of my way.
Our buddy's in there. He has business. As they
Yeah,
say that,
I
you
have
hear something
business
shatter
too.
in the back room.
I hear something shatter.
Yeah.
Halburn casts magic missile at one of
Oh
the
my
guys
God,
in front of him.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Halburn casts magic missile, huh?
Halburn
At,
cast magic.
at one of the two guys in front of her, yeah.
Oh my
Halburn
god.
knows these two are trouble.
Does Kriv
He's gonna-
see this, like, as he's entering the bar?
Kriv sees
gonna
this.
cast it at
Kriv,
level
like,
2.
it's like that scene from Community.
Yeah. Kriv's back with the pizza and everything's on fire.
Like, pretty much. It's like just before the fire starts, Kriv walks in. The dude takes the hit and immediately draws his weapon. And because there's only 4 minutes, I'm not going to make you roll for initiative. You're rolling that next time.
Oh my
Cool.
god.
So,
Here's the thing.
cliffhanger.
Halburn knows these guys are trouble.
Right, but Halburn did not, like explain it very well. So...
True.
I feel like things could have been handled a little better.
Would I
Yeah.
be able to hear like commotion from outside?
You probably heard that shatter,
Okay.
Yeah,
and
I'm
you
also certain
probably
that a
heard the
sudden-
spell cast, depending
Yeah,
on how
that's-
quiet. Because I don't think magic missile is really a quiet thing.
I don't
Well,
think anything with the word
basically-
missile in it is
Yeah.
quiet.
It's basically 4 orbs of solid magic slamming into this man's body.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound quiet. Or pleasant.
yeah. So,
Oh boy.
room. Okay.
All right, so we're waiting for next time for that initiative then?
Yep. Next time will be initiative.
Cool.
So hopefully in the
There's
next
no-
week you guys can appease the dice gods and.
The dice gods love me.
Well, they might end up hating you next week. We never know.
I mean, I feel like 13 points of force damage, not bad.
Yeah. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. We will be here, as far as I'm aware, same time next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Very, very exciting.
Yeah.
I think we have announcements though.
Do we have announcements?
Yeah, so at the end of September, the last weekend in September, we are doing a 36-hour live stream. It's a charity live stream for Trans Lifeline. So keep an
Yeah.
eye on the Twitter for more announcements about that.
Mhm.
I signed up because I might be in with that.
I know for sure that I am going to be participating.
Very
We will
nice.
see how I'm participating, but I'm very excited for it. And so keep an eye on that Twitter.
Yeah,
The
it's gonna be
welcome
awesome.
to the party Twitter. Meh. Welcome to the party Twitter.
Mhm.
Somebody spam that link.
Be there.
And keep an
And
eye out
give
for
money.
schedule times. There's going to be a bunch of different things. Everything's a 4-hour time slot, so that weekend there's no regular content. It's just this stream. So you're going to see a lot of different people. What we're trying to do is include a lot of trans players and a lot of trans DMs.
Mhm.
It's currently being sponsored by Devin Rue. She or there, I
Yes.
don't know. I think it's she. She does like maps and a bunch of other really cool D&D stuff. So check out
I
her
think
stuff
she
as
did
well.
the maps for Critical Role.
She did. She did the Dwendalian Empire.
Yeah.
So, and we're currently still figuring out a lot of other details, but I'm totally excited for it, and everyone probably should check it out.
Yeah, no, you should it's a good charity to support. It's good people. It's going to be filled with good times and interesting things
And it's 36 hours of it.
yeah, and even if you can't donate, just sharing the link or sharing it with friends is more than enough. Because just getting the word out is important about stuff like this. So please,
And it's for such a good cause too.
exactly. So
Yes, I think a highlight of this charity is that they give micro grants to trans people for like name changes, and they give some legal help, and it's a really good charity.
It's good stuff. It's important stuff, and yeah. So keep an eye on the Twitter. Keep an eye out. We'll be keeping updates going. I hope that we'll get to share some updates during our streams in future weeks, letting people know what's happening there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, everybody, goodbye.
We might die.
We might die. It's great.
Bye, Internet.
Bye.
Bye.